But welcome to the Voices of Redemption podcast. I've got my boy here, Rae Roland. Rae, where you from, brother?
From Pasadena, California.
Pasadena.
You know what I mean? Thank you for having me as well, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to come out, man. And I'm super happy that like you were very open to do the podcast, brother. You got no question. You're like,
Always.
fuck yeah, how do I do it, man? And we actually met at Up Next Fighting's content day,
yeah,
which is super cool. And so you're a fighter yourself, correct?
Yes, sir.
How'd you get into fighting?
Man, a roller coaster, man. I started off playing football, and after that we'll get into that. But after I stopped playing football, I ended up just crashing. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, and then I started just, going to a boxing gym. I was just, training. I didn't really want to fight or anything. I just needed something to do. I was just working, coming home, and I was getting bored. So I'm just like, I got to do something. So I just went to the boxing gym, and then my friend Eli, shout out to Eli, he was like, you should try to do MMA. And, we was going to the boxing gym, and he put that in my head. So we went to the MMA gym, and I went down to GTA, my coach Rob, and I found him, and I haven't looked back.
Haven't turned back since.
Yeah.
When did you? So whenever you say you played football, did you play football in high school? Did you go to college or?
Yeah, I've been playing football. I've been playing football since I was 5 years old.
Wow.
And then I played all the way into college football. I went to Arcadia High School, and then after that, I ended up going to. I was supposed to go to Wyoming. I had committed and had a full ride, but my grades were a little low, so I ended up going Division II. I went to Dixie State University out in Utah, St. George, and then I came back because I wanted to go Division I. So I went to junior college. I went to East Los Angeles, did a year there. Then I moved and went to COC, College of the Canes, out in Valencia.
What'd you go to college for? What were you trying to do?
I was just playing football, man.
Okay,
honestly,
cool.
I didn't even really, I hated school, man.
Yeah.
I just did it just to get by.
I can relate.
My whole life, honestly, I always, even, really in high school, school was fun as a kid because we were kids, no worries. But
Right.
when I got to high school, I just had to make grades to play football.
Right.
That's really why. I'm not even going to lie.
Isn't
That's
that
why I
crazy,
did
bro?
it. Yeah.
That's how they determine where you can play football is based off your grades.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? I think that's kind of fucked up that it's kind of set up like that. 'Cause,
Man.
you could be the best athlete ever, man, but if you're getting C's and D's and you're just not a school person,
Yeah,
you
we'll
got to
never
get
know.
put over here. You know
Yep.
what I mean? It's just, I never did good in school, bro. I
Man.
never did good in school, and I hated school. I could not focus. I got suspended all the time.
Man,
you
same,
know what I
same.
mean? So how was your childhood?
Oh man, I grew up wild, man. I grew up in Pasadena, California. I grew up in this apartments called the Community Arms. It was a whole bunch of us, man. We were all kids, big old family, man. I grew up tough though, you know what I mean? Excuse me. I grew up tough. I seen a lot as a kid. I was more advanced. I was walking to the store at 4 years old, 5 years old, bro. Without my mom could be cooking, I would run out the house and be hanging out without her even knowing. I used to just be wild, man, hanging out with all my friends. But I would never. I don't have any regrets, man.
Yeah.
I grew up.
Whenever you say you were wild, what do you mean? What?
So basically, just
Bro, you can get we get nitty gritty
Oh
on
yeah,
this
no,
podcast, bro.
facts, bro. We was just first of all, first and foremost, man, I grew up around gangs and gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
I used to see people things get done and people get hurt. You know what I mean? People get shot, killed.
Okay.
I've seen all that stuff, man. And
So you got some PTSD then?
oh yeah, for sure. Just off just me growing up. You know what I mean? Anybody can tell you that knows me, that truly knows me, know what I've been through, you know what I mean? I grew up, Pasadena, California is, it's a good city. We got the Rose Bowl out there and everything, but you also got, the heart of Pasadena, where I grew up, and where it's, the hard knocks, man,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, I'm outside sometimes, I ain't had nowhere to go, I had my family. They was out there, but, I don't come from a rich family, I only had, my uncle, my auntie, I had my dad, but, we were, separated a little bit at one point in time. So just, I grew up really tough, man, and And I was a little bad kid too. I mean, I was always a good kid, respectful, but I was always bad as well. Like, we playing ding dong ditch, bro. we freaking throwing rocks, we're bothering people. Just, kids doing wild stuff. You know what I mean? And luckily, I didn't get hurt as a kid growing up, because now that I think about it, it's like, man, stuff we were doing you cannot do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not now, bro.
Hell no.
Ding dong dishing ain't cool no more, bro. You get bugged down.
Yes, they walking down on that stuff now,
yeah.
bro. So it's like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, bro, we were wild, man. We were wild. We had a lot of stuff, just as I grew up around the gangs and stuff like that, like, I was kind of like, borderline, but I was always good in football. So, like, that's what really saved me, to be honest. Like, without
Sports
football,
saved you.
yeah, for sure. Like, without football, bro, like, that's all I knew. Like, I'm going to play football over there at Jackie Robinson Park, and then I'm coming home to my apartments, what they call the community arms, AKA the snake pits. That's what they call it.
That says a lot.
Yeah. This is a true story. You know what I mean? And I'm coming home to just gang business.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's all I knew. Like, you know what I mean? And not saying it defined me, because I definitely was a man of my own, and I made my own choices, and that's why I'm here today.
That's awesome, bro.
You know what I mean? You know? But I wasn't perfect. I've tried the game banging. I did all that. I've been hanging out, frontlining with my boys, just doing stuff that I'm not supposed to, or whatever the case was. But, thank God that, I never did anything to, get my life taken away, or, get put in jail for the rest of my life, or anything like that, because I have friends that's, that has life in jail right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, it sounds like you came from like a rough area, you know what I mean? And but you have a level of respect about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you carry yourself a certain way, just based off, us. I know we haven't known each other that long, but I can, you know what I mean? Like, you hold yourself a certain way, and it just goes to show, brother, like, your past doesn't define you. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of where you're from, where you grew up, whatever you've been through, that, you can still achieve things in life. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it sounds like sports was like a big thing, and like just being athletic was like a really big thing for you. And I think that's like a super healthy outlet for a lot of people, bro. And like, I mean, you feel like that kind of like plays a part in like why you fight now? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, big part. I mean, like, I tell myself all the time, like, now, like, I wish I would have just fought at the beginning and blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, like, my boy had even told me, like, nah, bro, no, you don't, because you probably wouldn't be who you are today. And I'm like, you right. You know what I mean? And it's true, I played football, basketball, and baseball. Like, my peoples can vouch for me. I got a city behind me that, like, they know, like, this is no lie, man. Like, I was literally good in everything I did. Like, I can go play soccer with my peoples and go play with anything, and I was just good at it. But I, like, grew up playing football, basketball, and baseball, man. And and then even in my apartments, like, we did everything. Like, we played football when it's football time. We played baseball when it's baseball time. Same thing with basketball. We rode scooters, skates, rib sticks. We did a whole bunch of things. We even, like, got the baskets you push at, like, Vons or something.
Yeah.
We used to have them. I don't know how we used to get them.
They got the locks on them now,
Dude,
bro.
Yeah, no, we used to have them, though. And we had our scooter, and we, like, used to flip it over and, like, make, like, we used to have our boy get in the back. I don't know how we used to do it, but, like, we used to make, like, a little bike or something crazy out of it. It was like a basket. It was crazy.
Yeah, bro. It sounds like anything you picked up, you were good at. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool.
It was funny.
And I mean, I picked up skateboarding back in the day. You know what I mean? I was a decent skateboarder.
Too,
my brother was better than I was. But, like, dude, as far as, like, sports went, bro, like, I tried to play football, and they fucking had me playing I was fucking this kid in middle school. I tried to play football, and they had me as, like, a defensive lineman.
Oh, a D lineman? Dang.
But I was small as fuck, bro. Like, I was 4'11" and 3/4, bro, in like 6th and 7th grade. You know what I mean? And
that's funny.
I think it was 6th grade I tried it, and then that's really when I started getting in trouble, bro. It was in 6th grade, and I was like, yo, fuck this football shit, bro. Like, I'm not about that. Like, I'm trying to go hang out with my friends and smoke weed and drink Mad Dog 2020s in the park. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, that's kind of like what I was on, man. But, like, I wasn't athletic as a kid, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like how you talk about, like, like fighting today for you, or just being athletic and being in the gym.
Yeah.
A gym really plays a big part on like my mental health today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if I go a certain amount of time without going to the gym, bro, I start to beat myself up mentally, but it's a good thing. It's a healthy thing, right? And I really, it's like in that hour and a half that I'm in the gym, right, with my headphones in, and like I'm in this zone, right? And the only person I'm really battling is myself at that time, right? And it's like probably the same thing like when you're training for a fight is like I'm not battling anybody else. I'm not worried about what anybody else is thinking. It's you versus you, right? Yep. And it's like when you get to that last rep, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever exercise you're doing, like you get to that rep where, you know, like you want to quit, you know what I mean? I always have like my brother's voice, rest in peace, you know, in the back of my head, because I'd always be like, you know, do 10 to 12 reps, right? And he'd always be like, no, fuck that, go to failure. You know what I'm saying? Go to failure on everything that you're doing, you know? And I'd always have like his voice in the back of my head, like go to failure. And it's just like me versus me in the gym, man. And I'm sure it's kind of like the same thing with like you and like fighting, you know?
Facts, 100%.
So it's like, it's definitely like a healthy thing, man. And, so what do you got going on with Up Next fighting?
So man, I'm 3-1 with them right now. And it's a lot actually, man. We got a lot going on. They take care of me, man. Like take care of everybody, etc. Like they take care of everybody.
Yeah.
But we got some good plans. You know, I want to go out there, probably get like a fight or two in there. Go fight for the title, you know, and then go pro. Yeah,
like, Chris says, you know, whenever Chris introduced us, right, he said, this is one of my best fighters right here.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I've been out for a minute, so I just got to come back and remind him, you know. But nah, I mean,
it's because you broke your hand on someone's face, right?
Yeah, I did. That's
what I'm...
right on his chin,
right
man.
there. I love
crazy,
it, man.
It's crazy.
I love it. Y'all are wild, bro. Like all you fighters, man.
He was getting me too, though, man. I gotta give it to him. Shout out to him, man. We was putting that work in.
that's dope, bro. Yeah. That's dope. I think that's awesome, man. And you know, I definitely want to check out your next fight. You know,
nah, for sure, bro. We locked in, man. I'm gonna make sure I keep you updated with everything. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They got a lot for me though. Up Next got a lot of. They surprised me with all types of different stuff. You know, you never know what they got. They always just get better and better and better. You know what I mean? But they just want me to get back. I just want to get healthy, get back.
Exactly. They're waiting on you pretty much, bro, to get back to action. You know,
exactly.
Those fights are wild, bro. Like those, I've been to the ones at Commerce, and you know what I mean, they've been so gracious, man, to give me cage side and like being like up front, bro, and just. You know, there's a lot of fucking people, bro, and there's a lot of energy in that cage, bro. And like, how do you feel, man? And like, and I've never really got to like sit with somebody that's been in the ring, right? That like what how do you feel, man? Like, what goes through your head like in those moments that like you're in the cage?
Man, it's a lot, man. I be having a lot of mixed emotions going on. My boy Tony, he can tell you, man. Like even just leading up to that is so stressful. You know what I
can
mean?
imagine, man.
Leading up to that is so stressful. And I'm like a stressful type of person. Like, I'm not good with dealing with stress. I always, like, overstress myself out. Like, luckily I got, you know, amazing team and amazing friend.
Yeah.
As a teammate, as a friend or brother. He kept me level-headed, you know, made sure.
So you lean on somebody else really leading up to the fight to kind of, like, level you out.
My boy Tony helped me get through all that stuff, bro. Like, I be stressing. Hey, all right, after practice, I go with him. We go hop in a hot tub at his crib, like a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
And we just cut weight, and we just talk about everything, bro. Like, everything a big brother can do to his little brother, you know. We both chasing the same dream, so.
You got to have that, bro. Like, you got to have that person, you know what I mean? And, like, it's kind of like same thing in my life, and I was kind of talking to one of my friends about it earlier today. Is like, you know, like, I got a lot of people around me, you know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of acquaintances, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And, like, as life goes on, I mean, I'm 30 now, you know. And, you know, what I've really seen is, like, there's a difference between an acquaintance and there's a difference between a friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And there can be a lot of people that are around you, right? And especially when you start to do something big, right? You start to achieve shit. All these people pop up like, oh, man, we're homies, you know what I mean? And, like it's a lot of cap, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'll use that word. It's a lot of cap, you know, and really just having a smaller circle, you know what I mean, like quality over quantity type of thing, man. It's really made a big difference in my life and like paying attention, right? Because I used to, you know, when I was younger, I always wanted like all the people around, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's my friend and shit.
Yeah.
And then the more that you acquire, right, the more success that you acquire and the farther that you go in your life, a lot of people switch up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's a lot of problems too. Like when you got a lot of friends, what I noticed when you got a lot of friends, a lot of people you hang out with, it's dealing with all their problems too. You know what I mean? Like it's just a lot of problems to deal with, and I'd rather not. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather just, you know, have my couple friends around me.
Less is more.
I like even that. Like I don't even really like consider friends. Like I consider brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It's either brothers or acquaintances.
Yeah,
bro. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
how
Like
I feel.
there's no,
you know what I mean? Like
there's no real like in between for me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just for me personally, bro. And I'm
with you on that.
I have a couple people that I can call solid in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, like I said, man, like I've been doing a lot of work as far as like forming communities and really just like, you know, going from sleeping under a bridge with a needle in my arm to, you know, owning a rehab center today and, you know, creating a community and spreading, you know, just spreading the word on mental health and substance abuse and just like, dude, like this Voices of Redemption, bro. Like really being able to give people the light to like share their story of like, look, this is where I came from, right? This doesn't define me, right? It doesn't define who I am. And like, this is what I'm doing today, you know? And there's only certain people that will really stick around through the whole fucking process, right? Who was there when you were broken? You know what I'm saying? Who was there whenever you had nothing going on? You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
man.
crazy.
People pop up when it's all good and everything's going, and then when you know going down, because man, we human. Like we're not gonna just be on a straight and narrow. Like we gonna have our ups and downs, and you know it's so easy nowadays too. Nowadays it's so easy to just notice the fake love and who really with you and who's not. Like, you know, even me, like I got a lot of people that come out and see me, and I'm pretty sure like 90% of them people want to see me win, but I know for sure, like even the people that's like on my Instagram that follow me or whatever, like I know some of the people be waiting to see me lose, like, you know, or like don't want to see me. I just know how it is. I know who my real ones are. Like kind of
they
like
just watching, not supporting.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
They're
what
waiting
I mean?
for the fall, right?
Facts.
You know, and like I got people like that too, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I got
for
people
sure.
like that too that are just, you know, like in this sobriety, right? This like sobriety community, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people in this industry, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people in this space of recovery and rehab centers and people that I've known for years that I know are watching, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't supporting, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're waiting for that, oh, Nick fucked up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Nick's treatment center's gone. I fucking knew it. You know what I mean? And I pay attention to that shit, bro. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? I'll play friendly. You know what I'm saying? I'll play friendly with you. It's all cool. You know what I mean? But like, I know who's watching and I know who's supporting.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I think it's probably the same thing with fighting too. It's like, you know, especially with fighting. You know what I mean? In fights and leading up to fights is
we talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Me and my boy, we have so many talks. We talk about it all the time. Like, man, he be even having to tell me like, you losing it. Like that's not the plan. Like it doesn't matter what that person thinks or what that person thinks. We're here. This is the plan. Like he be having to remind me, man.
Stay focused.
So it's just like, man, I just love that guy, bro. It's just so good to have a friend like that. You know what I mean?
No, that's dope. Like you talk about him a lot, bro, and I respect that. You know what I mean? Like it's a we thing. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Facts.
And like it's like mad respect for that because you know a lot of people and a lot of fighters, right? And I want to say a lot of celebrities too, right? And a lot of rappers and you know just people in that like entertainment like industry, you know, it's like I did it all by myself. I did it. No, you fucking didn't, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you had somebody that was there for you. You know what I'm saying? You had somebody that did something for you that put you in position, bro, or kept you focused, bro. Because we can't do this shit on our own. You know, it's not a I did it all by myself thing, bro. And I love the humility, you know what I'm saying, in you and shouting out your boy, bro, because like I think it's so important for people to understand that it's okay to have somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Facts. That like you don't have to go through this whole fucking battle of life. And I'm not just talking about fighting. I'm talking about like life in general. Like you don't have to go through this shit alone. Man. You know what I mean? Like it's everybody's got their mental health issues, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through like, you know, like just mental health in general, bro.
Yeah.
And like I'm sure like you've struggled with fucking, you know what I mean, depression before. You probably
Dude.
fucking been through fucking,
bro.
you know.
I used to like when I sorry to cut you off.
No, we're here for you, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, but like I'm just like right when I stopped playing football, going back to like when we was talking about earlier, after football, I hit rock bottom. You know what I mean? I was hanging out. I was like didn't know what I wanted to do. I was done with football. Football was done. I went to Montana University, and then I like stayed there for like a couple weeks, and I ended up coming back home. I had a son, and
Oh, you got a son?
Yeah, I got a little
That's
man.
awesome,
He's 4
bro.
years old, man.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, he's amazing. I had him, and I ended up coming back home. And everything, and to remind you, like I said, I've been playing football since 5 years old. So that's all I knew. I never had a job. I didn't do anything. All I was told was just to go to school and play football. And that's all I did was go to school, play football, and then like obviously just live my life outside of that. But like, yeah, I've been doing that. I was so used to that. And when that was over and I knew it was over and it came to an end, man, I was literally not having a good time. I was popping pills. I had a bad addiction to that's like one of the reasons too why I want to hop on here, because I want to express this. Not too many people. I mean, like my people back home know about it, but like not too many outsiders know. And this is just like for my peoples and my fighter fans and everybody. Like, you can get through them, like you said, them tough times. You know what I mean? Because I'm like not trying to get emotional right now,
bro.
but,
please, I'm here with you, brother.
I would hit rock bottom, man. I didn't have no job. I didn't have nothing. You know, I had just a lot on my plate, but I used to be popping pills crazy, man. Like I was popping like 3-4 ecstasy pills. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really do everything else. I just did ecstasy pills. And, yeah, my mom, everybody was just worried about me. That kind of.
Oh, thank you.
That was a big stop in my life for me.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what helped me fight too, because I've been fighting my whole life with just life. All my friends had the new Jordans, all that. I ain't never had none of that like that.
Right.
I mean, like I made it work on my own. You know, I had friends that, you know, that supported me or, you know, gave me clothes or stuff like that. But yeah, man, I struggle. My mom, she does her best, and I wouldn't change my mom for nobody. But I got my mom has 4 kids, 4 different, you know, baby daddies, and so just imagine that, you know what I mean? Bro. 4 different kids, 4 different baby daddies.
Yeah, man.
I'm seeing all these different guys, you know what I mean? My mom just she tried hard, man. That's why I'm doing it, you know, for my son. But my mom's my motivation, you know.
Same, brother.
Yeah, man, she's so strong. That's why I just be like, man, if my mom can have 4 kids, 4 different baby daddies, be on Section A and EBT, bro, like, I can't be stressing, like, you know what I mean? But
my mom showed me the same shit, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. My mom's my rock, bro.
Yeah, man,
you know
that's
what I mean.
I'm saying.
Like for real, and like. I love that. You know what I'm saying? That you, no matter how hard it was as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Like you still got mad love for your mom, bro.
Mad love.
Mad respect, you know?
Man.
And that's dope, bro.
Yeah, no, it is, man. It's amazing. I mean, I love my mom. Like I can't, I mean, like even then, like I can't even, it's hard because like even when I ask my mom for stuff, when she tell me no, I don't get mad, like, whatever. Like it's not, she don't tell me no either. Like she's like, oh, man, I can try or whatever. Like, you know, my mom, she deserves something. She just deserved the world from me, personally. Cause,
there you go.
You know, I got 2 little sisters at home. I got a little brother that don't even talk to her.
Yeah.
He stays with his dad. His dad is amazing. Shout out to him. You know, shout out to my little brother's dad. I love Bino. He's super amazing. He was a big part of my life as well. You know, my brother's old enough now to, you know, he's like 21 or something. He's old enough to talk to my mom, but he doesn't. He grew up with his dad on his dad's side, so, you know, it's, you know, how things is. But my mom's, she's broken from that, and my mom just, I mean, maybe I don't know. I hope he see this, and you know, we only got one mom, man, and
Exactly.
mom is getting older, and
Mom's not getting younger, bro. And I tell myself that all the time, bro. And shout out your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure. Shout out mom.
Shout out mom for sure. Man.
And like, bro, like I tell myself that all the time, right? Like, you know, like what really matters in life, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's this material shit, right? Like these accomplishments, like these are great, you know what I'm saying? Well, fuck the material shit, but like the accomplishments are great. And but what I've seen, bro, is like life is too short, right?
Facts.
Like time is something that you can't get back.
Man.
You know what I mean? And just the fact that you said the same thing, man. I say it all the time. Like my mom's not getting younger. You know what I mean? And we all only have so much time on this fucking planet, you know? And the more that's put in perspective, bro. And I say the same thing you said too, bro, about my mom. It's like I could give my mom the world, right? And it wouldn't amount to the shit that I put that woman through, right?
Man.
And what she's been through in her life, you know what I mean? And you know, like she's been through it, bro, and she raised all four of us.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like same thing, bro. And like, you know, like my dad fucking, you know, cheated on my mom and married a girl that was fucking half his age and had a baby with her and like, you know, left her, and it was like us four, and my mom always worked, bro. Always worked hard, always provided for us. She's been a nurse for 47 years, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, me and my brothers fucked shit up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, I lost my brother, you know what I'm saying? And my mom's biggest fear was losing a child, you know what I mean? And like, you know, thank God, like even with your childhood, bro, like you're lucky you didn't lose your life, you know, being in the spaces that you were in and the people you were around, and like, you know, to watch a mom like lose her son. I mean, me losing a brother, one thing, you know what I'm saying? But watching a mom like lose her child, you know what I'm saying? And then like still being able to carry on, right? And carry that baggage and go to work and provide and like do the things that she needs to do inspires the fuck out of me, bro. You know what I mean? It's there's no excuse for me, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like same thing with you, bro. Like it's like, you know, you got grind to you know what I mean? And it sounds like your mom taught you a lot of that. It's like how to just like keep on trucking, bro, and keep on doing the best that you possibly can, you know?
Yeah, for sure. The toughness comes from moms, man.
Same.
Pops too, but it comes from moms, man.
Yeah.
She
Mine just moms. My pops fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But my mom's that's where my toughness came from.
Nah,
you know?
Facts, man. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I'm blessed to even like, and that's what I'm saying. That's another thing. Like I count my blessings as well too, you know, because I do got my mom and my dad. You know, my dad played a big part in my life as well. It was a point in time where we had like a little break, but it wasn't really that my dad wasn't trying to see me. It was more so that my mom was telling me this, and you know, and it was that, and I was at a certain age where I couldn't just get up and go drive and go try to have a conversation with my dad, you know.
Right.
So it was a point in time where me and my dad didn't see each other, didn't talk to each other for a minute, and I was just lost, you know what I mean? And it wasn't my dad's fault. My dad was going through a lot too as well, you know. My dad, it's vice versa for him too, you know. So, and what I thank God for is too is, man, that he blessed me to be understanding too, because I understand.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it, bro. That you're very understanding, and like you understand, like you know why things were the way that they were, you know, where there's not a lot of like resentment there.
For sure, man.
Because resentment really like keeps us sick, you know, and that's really what I've learned in my life is, you know, I haven't talked to my dad in 9 years, bro. You know what I mean? And it's because, and I've been sober and clean and you know fixing my life for 8.5 years now, and I haven't talked to my dad in 9 years. You know what I mean? And because he's one of those guys that's like, you know, he's just like, right, I'm not gonna deal with it. Write it off. Fuck. You know what I mean? Like, and by all means, for my first couple years of my sobriety and me getting sober and getting my shit together, you know, like before that, I used to like relapse. Right, I call it a relapse. Right, I kept going through rehabs because like I had this emotional distress that I just could not handle because my dad had disowned me, my best friend had passed away. Like, you know, like I'd been through all these things that like I have resentments about, you know what I'm saying? Even my best friend, he's dead. Like I have resentment. Like, why'd you leave me here, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you leave me here by myself? And like how you and your homie are, right? Like that was like how me and my best friend were. And, you know, like with my dad, I had a lot of resentment like that. He disowned me. You know what I'm saying? He literally, I was on his health insurance, so I was going to rehabs and I was able to get in. And then he just disenrolled me to where I couldn't get back into rehab anymore. So I was homeless on the street, sleeping under a bridge. And I used to be so mad about it. Like, how could he? How could he? That shit changed my life, bro. I got sober after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I learned how to deal with that resentment and let that resentment go. Even 9 years later, you know what I'm saying? If my dad called me today, I would answer the phone. I would open with open arms.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
facts.
like I've forgiven him, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've forgiven that whole situation, and like I'm okay today. You know what I mean? Because the more that I harbor resentment, the more that I'm not understanding, right?
Facts.
It kills us more
100%.
than anything, you know?
100%.
And I respect that, bro. I respect that about you, man.
Yeah,
You're a strong individual, bro.
Man,
You know what I mean?
appreciate
For real, dude. Like, and I mean that like mentally and emotionally, bro. And I think that it's just like super important for like all these people, not just fighters, bro, but like everyone to like hear like your story, bro, and like your what you've been through, and like for me to like hear like a little bit of your story in your past, bro. Like there's people that probably have the similar thing that are out fucking like destroying themselves because of what they've been through. You know what I mean? And like you're not, bro. Like you're training, like you're working towards something, and I think that it's like, you know, for fighters in general, and it's a good way to like compare it to like a battle, right? Like, yes, you get ready for that battle, like inside the ring, right? Like you train, you fight, but it's like there's a battle outside the ring too. You know what I'm saying? And that's like even more of a hard battle to fight, is like that emotional and mental battle. You know what I mean? That it ain't like that broken hand's cool, bro. Like, right? Like you can handle that shit, but it's like this shit and like this shit. You know what I mean? That's that the battle of self, bro.
That's a different battle.
It is. It's the hardest battle to fight. You know what I mean? And whenever we were talking about earlier, you versus you is the toughest battle to fight, man.
100%.
You know what I mean? And that's why I was super interested on like how it felt like being in a ring, bro. You know what I mean? And like you got hundreds of people around you, like watching you. Like there's got to be some like tunnel vision going on of some sort.
No, that's what I was gonna tell you, because I don't even think I answered it correctly.
We've been getting deep, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it,
man.
You know
literally,
Like I love it, like,
bro. Like but also going back to that, it's actually like, so being inside of there, you know, when you walking into the cage and you know, you getting ready, you just in that moment, you know, everybody got their own different ways that, you know, some people might have to and scream to, you know, let that nervous feeling out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you got people that's quiet, like, you know, and just people that's just locked. Everybody got their different modes. And like me, I'll go off the day, but like, bro, what I'm thinking of, like when I'm in that cage and they lock it, like, it's do or die. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just do or die. Like, at one point, I was thinking, like, even my last fight when I fought against my boy Chan, you know, we're boys now. He's cool. You know, after the fight, we squashed it. But that dude, man, I don't know why I was so nervous this fight. You know, going into this fight, I was like, damn, I was just so nervous. And then, like, finding, like, you know, just every way to just like, be like, I'm about to turn around and just say F it. Like,
fuck it. To just get out of this.
Fuck all this. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, but then when they got in there, they closed it, and I'm just looking at him, and then, like, when we looking at each other, like, it's just, okay. It's like, have you ever been out and, like, you go to a restaurant or somewhere, you just out or whatever, you could be anywhere, it don't even matter, and you, like, see a guy, he sees you, might be with your lady, he might be with his lady, or whatever. And y'all just have like a stare off kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like an ego thing for guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
for sure. I can relate.
You know what I mean? So it's like kind of like it kind of felt like that. Like,
you
know what I mean? Like when we looking at each other, it's like, all right, now I know he's trying to kill me. So like, what I'm gonna do? Just,
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah. So it's like a killer be killed mentality, man. And you focused on the prize, man. That's getting that hand raised.
Yeah. I love that, bro. I love that, man. I was always interested in that, man, because like I when I was younger, bro, I've been in like fights. I've been I used to be a drunk asshole. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I would fucking I could go into like stories and stories of fights that I've been in. I've won fights, I've lost fights. You know what I'm saying?
That's everybody.
And it's like sometimes you just gotta lose a fight, bro. Like I've been like, you know, it's just, you can tell when
Yeah.
somebody's never been punched in their face.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like you met those people in life that just get to yip yapping and shit, and you can just tell this guy's never been punched in his face
Man.
before. You know what I
It'd
mean?
be like that. It'd be like that.
Yeah, like whenever you're out and shit like that, you can just tell, bro, when people haven't been hit in the face before. You know what I mean? And I've been hit in the face, bro. I've been knocked out. You know what I'm saying? While I was walking away. You know what I mean? I just got done fighting one dude. I was drunk as shit. You know what I mean? But I'm fighting one dude in the yard. I fall over a bird bath, and this dude's on steroids, bro. I'm probably like 140 soaking wet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
shit.
Big dude on steroids. He's just hit me in the back of the head, and I get up from that fight, and I'm still like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm still talking shit, and I start walking away. And next thing you know, I woke up.
Damn.
I literally woke up, bro, and then my friends are like, dude, you good? You good? He just knocked you out, bro. I'm like, where's he at? They're already in the car gone, bro. You know what I mean? Like, but I grew up with hella fights, you know what I mean? Nothing professional, you know what I mean? Nothing like, you know what I mean? Like anything like that, but it's just kind of like on the spot type of thing. Like,
shit.
But training, man, and like the build up to that, and like I've like I said, I've been to a couple of the UNF fights and seen some of the fighters like before the fights, and like you said, there's different ways that people like tame that nervousness.
Energy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's one coach, and I don't know if I can't remember his name, but there's a coach that I see, you know, they're about to get in the ring, and he calms them down, right? And he like touches their ears, and then he fucking slaps the shit out of them, bro.
Oh yeah,
bam.
Yeah, I think that might be.
He was at Content Day, but he fucking.
Oh, is it Chad George?
It sounds like it.
It might be Chad George.
Yeah, he's got like black hair.
Yeah, I think that might be Chad George. He's a good coach.
But I've seen, he coaches a lot of the guys for UNF.
Yeah, so that's Chad.
I'm telling you, like it's like every other fighter, that's their coach.
Yeah, that's
what
Chad.
I'm saying? Yeah. So he does this thing like where they get to the ring and like he like touches their ears and he like calms them down and he's like talking to him softly. And then all of a sudden, he just smacks the shit out of their chest, like, bam! You know what I'm saying? And like, they're just like ready to rock.
Yeah, man. Like, light them up.
Shit's fucking intense, bro. I got
them nerves out.
Yeah, exactly, man. Then there's one fighter that he's the calmest kid ever. I'm sure you saw him.
Oh yeah.
He goes in there and he sits there like this.
Yeah, he's talking about he fights.
He had that hat on and the sunglasses. The last fight that he fought.
How did I forget his name? He fought Dez.
He's one of the bigger fighters, I think, for UNF.
Like Danny or something.
Bro, he doesn't do nothing. He doesn't talk to nobody on his way in the ring. He just literally walks in there very calmly and quietly, and he doesn't like stand. You know, some people stand there and they get the blood flowing. He goes and he like sits down like just up against the post, like on his ass.
Yeah.
And he sits there with his legs crossed and his arms crossed, and he just like sits there calm as fuck, right? While his other opponent's coming out, and his other opponent's like, "Rah!" You know what I mean? This kid's just sitting here like this. You know what I'm saying? But he's like like a spider. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he starts fighting, he's just like a beast. You know what I mean? So I think people just have like different ways of dealing with that nervousness. You know what I mean? And I'd never seen nothing like that before. Whenever he walked in and just
his personality is crazy.
Yeah, like he seems like a really cool, chill guy.
He's a cool guy. Yeah,
I mean?
I know him personally. He's super cool. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, maybe we could get him on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good one right there.
Yeah. No, he's just so calm and collected, bro. They're like, man, if it was me, I'd be low key. Like I'm pacing back and forth like most of these guys, bro. Like shit, like you said, or like kill or be killed. You know what I mean? This dude's just like.
Man,
like, there's 2,000 people around you, bro.
That dude is crazy guy. He's super cool, man. I like that dude.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. We're definitely gonna get some more fighters on here, bro, and definitely you know, like really dig down deep, bro. And I think it's really cool what UNF's trying to do with really like making a difference. You know, there's a lot of I think fighting platforms and just a lot of like people doing like big entertainment stuff, you know, like you know, just in general, but there's not really like a lot of light shed on mental health, bro, and like substance abuse and you know, like a lot of people don't want to like dig down deep and like get that shit out. But I think like today, you know what I mean? Like I think it was last year, over 50,000 people died from suicide. You know that? Just last year, over 50 people or 50,000 people died from suicide last year, and over 110,000 people died from overdoses last year.
Yeah, I know a lot of people died.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like like this is the big thing, bro.
Yeah.
And like Jelly Roll, I don't know if you know Jelly Roll. He's a big artist. He's a singer now. He used to be a rapper, but he just did he just presented in front of Congress, right?
Yeah.
And he did a big speech, and one thing that he said is there is, I think, 190 people a day or something like that, around 190 people a day that die from fentanyl overdoses, right? 190 people. That's the same amount of people as a 757 airplane, right? So 190 people die daily from fentanyl overdoses, right?
Yeah.
That is the amount of a massive airplane. If the airplane crashed in the United States, right? If there was a plane crash, everyone would be talking about that shit, right?
Facts.
It would be like, oh my God, rest in peace, memorials, articles, all this crazy shit. Everybody would be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? If a plane crashed and that many people died. But there's no light shed on this shit, bro.
Get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like the same amount of people die every single day from fentanyl overdoses, bro. And it all stems from mental health. You know what I mean? And I talk about it all the time. It doesn't matter if it's substance abuse or mental health, bro. It's all one and the same, right? It's all someone struggling mentally. And everybody has their different outs. You know what I'm saying? And like, just like you, bro, like you beating your battle with ecstasy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like going through whatever you went through and finding something positive, a positive outlet for you. Whether in athletics, you know what I'm saying? And just being athletic and fighting and having something to work towards, where a lot of people, their out is drugs, bro, because it makes them not have to feel those feelings. And that's why you're a strong person, bro, is because you battled through that shit, bro. And it sounds like you didn't necessarily like have anybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like left to your own devices, like you made something of yourself, bro. And that's very powerful. And I think a lot of people need to hear that, you know, and it's just, there's not enough light shed on this topic, bro. And I really do appreciate you, like, you know, taking the time to come out, man, and not even questioning nothing, bro. I was like, yo, bro, you want to come and talk about mental health? You were like, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's very inspirational, bro. And honestly, I think this is one of my like favorite podcasts that I've done so far, bro, because like you're just real, bro. You know what I mean? And like you have intent with this, right? You even said it in there. I hope this person sees this. I hope people see this and want to make a difference, bro. And like know that, you know, like, even being a fighter, right? Or being somebody in the ring, we've all got a past, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've all been through some shit, man. And it's just, you know, you can become whatever you want in this world, bro. And that's what I try to get out to everybody. It's like, it does not matter what you have been through. It does not matter about your past. It does not matter how much you had, how much you didn't have, where you're from, what you've been through. There's nothing in this world that you cannot achieve, bro. That you put your mind to, bro. You went to a boxing gym. Your homie said you should do this. You were like, fuck, maybe I can do that. You did that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You broke your hand on someone's fucking chin, dude, because like you got in the ring and you did that shit, right? You told yourself, I'm gonna do this, right? And I'm sure like when you got in that ring, you were like, holy fuck, I did this shit. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever the outcome is, win or loss, like you told yourself you would make it to that point and you would do that, and you executed on that shit.
I think about it all the time, man.
It's fire, dude.
Stay telling myself that.
I love that, man. So for anybody that would want to reach out to you, bro, because like, again, like I said, a lot of people feel like they are alone. A lot of people feel like they no one can relate to them. You know what I mean? And like fighters, not fighters, whatever. Like, where can people find you as far as like social media or anything like that?
You know, you can reach out to me on Instagram, Nuski135, NUSKIE 135. That's all I got. I don't really got like anything else on Twitter or anything. But yeah, you can reach out to me. I'm always checking my DMs constantly. So you reach out to me, you know, anything you want to talk about, anything that's on your mind. You know, just reach out to me. It don't matter who you are. I'm checking the DMs constantly. So
bro, we're all people, man, and we all need somebody. Facts. You know what I mean? And it's just like you, again, like I said, you talk about your homie, bro, like you got somebody, and people just need to know that like they're not alone, bro. And you know, I can't thank you enough for coming out and doing the podcast.
I appreciate you for having me, man. This is my favorite too, man. I love it. It was fun, man. I mean, I like getting deep talking about.
Hell yeah,
like
bro. Well, fucking, we're gonna do another one at some point. Damn.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta get your homie on too, bro.
Oh yeah,
do that.
Man. Shout out
do that next week. You said you gotta get a haircut first.
The one hand bandits.
The one hand bandits, bro.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, brother.
Yes,
and
sir.
again, this is the Voices of Redemption podcast, and we'll be dropping this one soon.
Nice.